the fan up. All them, I got Santa. All that. Going up, we in it, we gonna. Going up, did it like my persona. Going up, living no was honest. We used to drive them Hondas, now we pull up in the Fondas. Glow up, walk in, show up, bet, hold up, glow up, boy, don't touch, we glow up.
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Wanna come round there like a bad boy, do it. Want all the talking, go on and do it. Running through the party, bottle up, balls in my ear saying storms, don't do it. Getting with the business, I don't scrap. Even when I'm bar, I'm so easy right, but there's no car and no mash. What you talk about? Clown, stand down, never had a thing, never had a pound. You were never bad then, you ain't bad now. Never had them, then look back down. Wait, I saw bare kicks, saw bare clothes. Said not that, I can't wear those. I don't like them, they're not my thing. They went silent, they're all weirdos. Like yeah, Storm's gone clear. Never had a Tom Ford or a Montclair. Man, them I can't, but you see my don there. Tell them don't do it, don't dare. Don't care who you know from my block. You're not Al Capone, they can take my car and my creps. I'll still do the road in my socks. Like who's gonna stop me? You, him, little man. I got blue slims. Don't be an idiot, move smart. I've been killing it, new king. You weren't ready for my new stuff. You're a boy by yourself, go and group up. And when Crep went states for the BTs, I was covering Crep like a boot cut. If mad, it's a family thing, straight family thing. Dumb man, I broke no salary thing. Had a young thing called Amy telling me to come round hers on a Valerie thing. Hashtag Murky Academy thing. You were like art and the gallery thing. Dumb boy there wanna chat about bars, wanna chat about. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, I'm too hot. I got money in my shoebox. I'm the man of the house when my show sold out like the brother from the Boondocks. Beat Swan in my boombox. Still meat from the stew pot. Man, I'm go sick when my tune drops. Little man, that's a hooplo, not a hoopla. What? Pronounce it right. I go mad, yeah, I'm down to die for this. I don't care, bro, I'm down. Man stressed, so I'm bound to like my slips. Wait, I'm bound to ride for flips. Real G's gonna ride around to this. Man, I got no time to write at this. I never left my 9 to 5 for this waste man thing. I don't care what rave man's in. I came here to relax, but if it gets mad, make a young boy take man's things. Try to tell me I'm way too big to rebel. Nah, man, you're never too big to rebel. I was in the O2 singing my lungs out rude, but you're never too big for Adele. Leave my yard, blow a kiss to my girl. Salute to my sister as well. Gotta keep trophies down at my mum's bit. Man, I'm getting way too big for my shelf. Man, I see bare MCs on the sideline, but I still got a couple bangs in the pipeline. Man, I got grown men at me. You're getting way too old for the timeline. You're getting way too old for this. Should've looked after your kids. Get out the booth, go home to your son. It's never too late to commit. It's like man love, put my name in a random flat, get a plane to Qatar. This year I learned how to take care of business. Next year I'll learn how to play the guitar. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth?
So many. I done made sacrifices. So many sacrifices. Straight up. I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't free. I sacrificed it. My girl showed me love, she know I make sacrifices. And if it's real love, then you make sacrifices.
What a great time of year. It's the Colts going up against the Barons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And the Brooklyn Barons.
Flex round!
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
No, off!
Come on! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run the former Tar Heel T.J. Logan. And some space here.
Check. Crunch.
And touchdown.
They're coming.
A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
Yeah, baby.
And they're in on the first play from scrimmage.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Man left. Odd.
One day.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they'll run it on the wrong. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Throwing on third down, Luck. Now he'll let it go deep, right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really
and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what what they're seeing from this team. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not
Double
there,
tight, guys,
not
double
there.
tight.
After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. He slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's Shift together here from the D-line.
Hey, check. Ohio. Check.
Here we go.
Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they're doing.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
24. Watch 24.
Ohio. Come on, let's go.
First down. He'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Ohio.
That's where you belong.
Ohio. Red 38. Red 38.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Here we go.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That's it, baby.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Flex round. Here we go.
We got three, fellas. We got
and
three.
He's got this one down to the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Flex round.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I see you. Right here, right here.
Here's luck now on 2nd down.
Hey, we gotta get this stop
Flushed
here,
out
man.
right. Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Strong right, strong right. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play.
Now a first down throw. Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football.
Watch right, watch right. Watch right, watch right.
On first down, it's long.
Let's make these babies crawl the way back.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Flex round! Flex round!
This is Logan. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
That's grabbed by Crockett Gilmore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Strong right, strong right.
Ohio!
Strong right.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Ohio!
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Flex round! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
A very solid gain of 27. Well, you think he loved the protection he had there all kinds of time.
And you're so right. How could you not love that? Great protection. Guys up front, really locked in on it. No one gets near the quarterback. He's got all the time in the world to survey the field and deliver for a first down.
And the big boys up front, a big reason why they're also winning, too.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there.
Let's
no
go.
room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the
Flex
first half.
round! Flex round!
He's checking crack.
Ohio!
Look to throw here.
Blitz.
It's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A nice gain at 21 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because he's got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take a shot at the end zone.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Check 25! Check
Let's go!
25!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Here it comes!
They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And it is now 21-0.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a shot downfield. You know, you're going to get all
blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
To throw on second down is lost. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Check three.
6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. Not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 47 yards.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports.
Single receiver.
After
Single
this.
receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
On 1st and 10.
Motion man. Watch 12.
Pressure
Watch 12.
applied, and he's going to be taken down.
Watch tight end.
They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Hot.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nothing better than that. You feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Again with Logan. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hot. They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo!
Come on, Ohio! Ohio! Hot!
57.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
I got him!
And he rifles one incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Here we go! What? 9! Hot! Ohio!
They'll look to throw.
Watch twist.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Tight end right.
Here we go!
Four down.
Ohio!
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved on to an early advantage. I have a feeling that will continue to monitor. And not much of a hold there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum and 3 to their total.
So we reach halftime. Larry, go back to the green room, my friend. These guys are ready to go again. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what it is. This is a really important drive. We often talk about team scripting plays.
It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Returning it, John Ross. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you're doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not going to be nice. You have to gas a little.
They don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway?
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! White 90! White 90!
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 43.
Let's go! Ohio! Flex round!
They'll run him out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and 12.
You got him. You got him. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Crash down, crash.
And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White
In motion
90!
right comes Gordon.
We got 4.
Ohio!
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Look to throw. To Gilmore, the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Ohio!
They'll give it here to the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go!
Handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Here we go!
He'll drop the throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And Tucker's kick right there is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play. Aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking a big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
51's Mike. Mike's 51. It's our time. It's our time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run.
And no gain. Luck now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is brought in at the 21. Look at the spin. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Fresno.
Let's go. Ohio.
Check.
Ohio.
Switch.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return.
Baby.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. This defense, Charles, they needed some kind of a spark to get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slow now down to a 1-score game.
And some room to work.
Check 13.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Let's go. Flex round.
Good
Flex
run
round.
Handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game. Around the NFL. They'll run here with Sims. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Ohio.
Halfback sent in motion.
Series right here, we got to step it up.
Ohio.
He's checking.
Ohio.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Ohio! No. Flex round! Flex! Ohio! Here we go! Ohio!
Switch gears.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hey, we got tight left.
Flex round! Here we
And
go!
the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Three down.
Ohio!
36.
Flex round! Shift! Here we go! Flex round!
Hey, watch this.
And now here's a carry heading left. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Ohio! Here we go!
3rd down. It's Hall. There he goes left side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Flex round!
Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down. Doesn't matter. Instead, they run it. And as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs. And hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials. So I can pull them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside and the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
I'm coming after you.
Blocked on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch 12.
Rip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up
and D-line bearing down fourth quarter. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform, no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Don't throw this way.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
Emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. Help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Alert! Right, 60!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
In your face.
Now it's Locke off the bootleg. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
First down, Locke. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Blitz.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides go good or bad for your team.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Strong right.
Out of the gun, Locke.
Blitz!
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll be a gain of 4. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Here's Locke. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Fields left. Set the turret defense.
Second down. Here's Locke. Steps away to his left. And he's got room. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, facing the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect your...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, we got 4. We got
Come
4
on,
down,
let's
4 down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
Here we go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.